What's going on YouTube? Chase here in Aftershock Videos, and today's episode, the deck suggestion was Fabled. I decided not to do the whole, take all the cards, make a deck out of them, and then, redo it, but because there is a lot of Fabled cards. Like, as you can see here, there is a lot. And I don't think I really need to take the time to explain each and every one of them. But this is what I have right now, and it seems to work pretty well. Now, the whole concept, or I should say the major concept of the Fabled is discarding to get an effect. So, for example, a lot of people may have seen this one, the Fabled Abanek. This card says if this card's in the graveyard, you can discard one Fabled monster, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So there's a discard effect, and then the Fabled Ganeshia says when this card is discarded, there it is again, to the graveyard, special summon it. If this card is special summoned this way, it gains 200 attack, blah blah blah. The Fabled Nazuchi says during the main phase you can discard one Fabled monster and special summon this card from your hand. When this card is special summoned this way, you can special summon one level 2 or lower Fabled monster. So you kind of see the whole concept of what they're going for in this. And Fabled Chawa, discard to special summon this card. So discarding is a big thing. Now, a couple of them have graveyard effects, so that's why we have the Foolish Burial, card destruction, in case you have like all of the good stuff and you just discard the whole thing, get a bunch of special summons. And then you also have another not Fable card, a Forbidden Droplet. You discard cards, and then you see what I'm going for. So let me show you guys what some of these other ones do. We got Fabled Dianari. Says you can tribute summon this card in face-up attack position by tributing one Fabled monster. We've had a couple archetypes that require only one of the same archetype to tribute summon. Then it says once per turn, the effect of the normal spell your opponent activates becomes your opponent discards one card. So this one kind of synergizes with the whole discarding thing. Obviously, if your opponent plays Forbidden Droplet while you have this guy on the field, then you end up discarding a Fabled monster, which could in turn to value for yourself. So that was pretty good. Fabled Sokius. This one lets you special summon it from the graveyard by discarding, by sending. This one doesn't discard, so you got to be careful with this one. It sends 2 cards to the graveyard, and then you can special summon this card from the graveyard. So it's a pretty good search first turn off a Foolish Burial or even the field spell. Then you see Dasher. We're running the DPE package to make this deck even stronger. Then we have 2 Fabled Marcosias. This one lets you discard up to 2 monsters, so you get to choose the monsters if you have 2 that have the discarding effect of special summon, and then you can special summon this card. If summoned this way, this card gains 200 attack for each monster discarded, so it gains another 400, so it turns it into 21. And if this card is discarded to the graveyard, you can add a Fabled spell trap from your deck to your hand, so that is pretty good. There's the Celestial. We have one Fabled Urustos. This one says while you have 2 or less cards in your hand, all face-up Fabled monsters you control gain 400 attack. 400 is pretty good. The Fabled Ganesha, as I said before, if this card's discarded, you get to special summon it. Fabled Raven. This one's actually pretty good. This one says after you normal summon this one, it says once per turn you can discard any number of cards, and if you do, this card gains 1 level and 400 attack for each card discarded until the end of this turn. And it is a tuner, so it helps you level manipulate to get into your extra deck. And then again, like which one was it? One of them that has the discarding of to discard to get your special summons. This card could really go off. The Fabled Nozuchi, it's got 3 of those, of course, and this is the discard to special summon and then special summon one from your hand. We got one Fabled Crust. This one says when this card is discarded to the graveyard, select one level 4 or lower Fabled monster in your graveyard, except this card, and special summon it. So this one, a little bit more circumstantial, but again, it does special summon. Then, like I said before, we have the Fabled Ebenek, the Fabled Cerberul. Yeah. It says this card, if this card is discarded, special summon it. Get 2 of those. We have one Fabled Luri. When this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. Chawa lets you discard 2 special summon this one, and then the Fabled Pegasus says when this card is discarded, you can special summon it face down on your side of the field. When this card is flipped face up, you can reveal one Fabled monster in your hand and send one Fabled monster from your deck to the graveyard. So a little bit of synergy there. We got 2 Raigekis. 1 Triple Tactics, 1 Fusion Destiny, 1 Card of Destruction, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Reborn, Forbidden Droplet, Twin Twisters, 2 Stairway to the Fabled Realm. This one says when this card is activated, you could send 1 Fabled monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is either going to be usually the Fabled Abenak or the Sulkius, because odds are you have this in your graveyard, you get something in your hand, you can discard a special summon to special summon, and same with that. Same with the Sulkius. So then it says you can target 1 Fabled monster in your graveyard, discard 2 cards, and if you do, add that monster to your hand. You can only use this once per turn. If your Fabled monster attacks an opponent's monster and you have less cards in your hand than your opponent, your monsters gain an attack equal to the distance or difference of the number of cards times 200 during the calculation only. So this kind of gives you a boost and helps you try to get some discard of value. Then we have 1 Imperm, 2 Ice Dragons, 1 Fabled Treason, says target 1 Fabled monster in your graveyard and 1 face-up monster on the field. Discard 1 card, and if you do, special summon that monster in the graveyard, and if you do that, destroy that card on the field. So that one's pretty good, and of course we have a Solemn Judgment. Now for the extra deck, we do have 1 Predaplant Anaconda, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Time Thief Double Barrel. Haven't used these too often, but we do have a couple level 4s, so we can use that and then go into Zeus. But for the Fabled Synchros, we do have 1 Fabled Unicorn. This one says when it's a level 4, so not that hard, it's pretty easy to get out. When you and your opponent have the same number of cards, negate all spells and trap and effect monsters effects activated by your opponent and destroy that spell, trap, or monster. So this one could be really good going second. This one, we have 3 Fabled Reagan. This one is the level 5, says when this card is synchro summoned, and if you have 1 or less card in your hand, you can draw until you have 2 cards in your hand. So that can help further your plays. We do have 1 Fabled Wraith. This is the level 6. It says if this card is special summoned, your opponent can discard 1 card to negate this effect, so that's obviously probably going to happen. Otherwise, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1. So it gets you to pick one. You know, you get to draw, not only do you get like a pot of greed draw 2, but then you also get the discard, which synergizes with what your deck is trying to do. Then it says, if a monster is sent from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can target 1 of those monsters, special summon it to your field, but negate its effects. So not only that, but you get a monster. We have 1 Fabled Valkyrius. This is the level 8. It says once per turn, you can discard 1 Fade-type monster to draw 1. So you get a discard, which could special summon, and then you get to draw a card. Then we have a Borlord Savage Dragon. We have a Fabled Leviathan. This is the level 10. So it's 3k attack, which is pretty big. When this card is on the field, is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can select 3 Fabled monsters in your graveyard and add them to your hand. And then, of course, the Destroyer Phoenix himself. So, what I will do is I'm going to show you guys the test hands of kind of what you're looking for, and then we'll get into the duels. So let's go ahead and test this right here. Okay, so we got Nozuchi, which we can discard to special summon, so we can do that for the most part. Discard that, special summon this, activate, yes, special summon. Can activate Sulkius in the graveyard, discard both of those Raigekis. Then right there, we have 3 monsters on the field we haven't even normal summoned yet. So now we can do, if we wanted to, go on Predaplant. We'll get rid of the 2 weaker ones. Activate Predaplant. Get to Fusion Destiny. Destroyer Phoenix. Dasher and Celestial. Got the Destroyer Phoenix. Just for example, go to battle, see how much damage we do right off of turn 1. Attack with Sulkius. Attack with DPE. They're already down to 2800, so you'll basically be winning on your next turn if there's no, obviously, interruptions you can't work through. So let's go ahead and try again. Let's restart. This one is pretty much the same thing. Let's see if I can get a super good hand. This one is okay. So what we can do is activate Nozuchi again, discard the Cerebral. He gets special summon. We get another special summon. Special summon the Raven. Gets Cerebral back. Now let's see. We got 2, 4, 6. we want to get a level 5, I believe. So 5, I think, lets you get you to draw. Yes, so let's manipulate Raven's effect or level. Sorry, we'll pitch the Fabled Roostos. Make him a level 3. We can get him into the Reagan. We can trigger, and we still have a normal summon. Now we can go into that, but we don't have any protection. No, nothing to protect against. Get rid of these two. Predaplan, obviously. Activate. The last one we did was he had 2,800 left. Obviously, set an Ice Dragons. Battle. Turn off this chain. Attack with Predaplan. Attack with the DP. That time we have 27 left. So you guys kind of see like how good this deck can be with the whole discarding and special summoning. So you basically know what we're trying to go for. So I guess let's just go and get into the duels and let's see how good this deck does. Alright guys, here we are in our first EDO Pro match. Let's see if we can get this deck to do anything good like we can in the practice. That is a lot of spells. Let's try activating the field spell first. Send a monster from deck to graveyard. Let's pitch the Sulkius. Then we could we already used our Foolish Burial, so let's get rid of the Foolish Burial and the Raigeki. We got special summon him. Let's activate Fusion Destiny. Pitch Dasher and Celestial. That, and that's not too bad. Let's end phase there, and let's see what our opponent can do. Okay, so it is our turn. They were able to clear our board, so let's activate Dasher. Special summon the Cerberus. Him on the field. We'll special summon our DPE back. We will let's set this triple. Now we can activate Celestial, Dasher, draw 2 cards. Could bring him back. Don't really want to. Let's normal summon the Raven. Trying to bait out any monster attack so I can get this triple tactics to give me some value. We're going to activate Raven. We're going to pitch the Garnacia, sorry. He gets special summoned. Now he's level 3. We can go to a level 6. Or we can go to a level 5. Let's go into the 5. We can draw 2 cards. Activate. We got a Monster Reborn. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's Monster Reborn. You'll grab a 6, 7. Now we can special summon him. Then he's level 6. He's level 3. I don't think we have a level 9. But okay, we didn't use Anaconda, right? No, we did not. Okay, so have we normal summoned yet? We did. Okay, so what do we have to special summon? Borreload, access code 5, 6, 7, 8. We could pitch. Let's go into Nightmare Phoenix. Activate Nightmare Phoenix. Pitch him. We'll get rid of this. destroy, special summon. Okay, we got him back. We can go into... Go to Unicorn. Then we can go into Access Code. Target Unicorn, give him a big boy boost. Activate, we'll pitch the Phoenix, get rid of this. Activate, we'll pitch the Unicorn, get rid of this. Battle. Attack. I don't know if what that trap activated was. Let's see if my attack will go through. Okay. Attack. Down to 200 points. So close. Main phase 2. Pretty much end turn there. Okay, we're so close to winning. Okay, board wiped us again, but we can get our Destiny hero back. Battle phase. Let's battle. We'll attack this first. Try to get as many monsters off the field as possible. Main phase 2. Activate Destroyer Phoenix. Destroy this and himself. Activate Destroyer Phoenix in Graveyard. And end phase. So we're trying to hang in there. He kind of board wiped, but actually board wiped twice, and he's still only at 200 life points. But we still have a triple tactics we haven't used yet. We got a card destruction in case we draw a card that special summons. That'll work. Okay, let's activate Fabled. 1, 2. Fabled Sulcius. Battle. Let's attack over the Squire Saga. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, so he's too big right now. Main phase 2. End phase. Okay. I think I still had Ignore Chain off. Maybe that's why stuff has been happening. Okay, our turn. We got a Fabled in hand. That's pretty good. 1,000 attack. Let's normal summon the Abank. Ooh. 7, 8. Do we have any links in our graveyard? We do have an access code talker. Alright, no reason to not do this. Going to borrow load. Let's grab access code. Ooh, that's so nice. And let's battle. Attack with borrow load first. We'll get whatever this is. Attack with Destroyer Phoenix. Never in a million years did I think I would be equipping Borload Savage Dragon with Access Code Talker. That's awesome. Main phase 2. Nothing we want to do. End phase. Alright. 2 cards in hand, 1 on the field. A bunch of negates. Yeah, we'll activate Destroyer Phoenix. pop this one in himself. Okay, hopefully this will finish it. Main phase 1. You are very strong. I'll say you, sir, are a true duelist. Oh, he's right. Man, I didn't even get to finish, but alright, guys. So that'll be the duel for today. This was awesome. Like I said, never in a million years did I think I was going to attach Borreload Savage Dragon with Access Code Talker, but this deck is really cool. Never would have thought about playing Fabled, but these are pretty good cards. I'm not going to complain too much. But like I said, that'll do it, guys. So let me know down below what you guys think of the Fables. What would you do differently, or what different strategy would you have brought to the table? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It means a ton to me. And as always, don't forget to check out my Patreon if you guys want to support the channel. Don't forget to check out my merch on the merch store. We got lots of cool stuff there. If any of these cards interest you, feel free to check out my TCG Player account. I will leave the link below in the description. And don't forget to give me a follow on Instagram. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.